quite loud for me, but then again, mine's different than yours, so. It's just a little, like, I don't know if it's a little indie game, but it is an indie game, so. London, 1907. Thus, with this method, we can determine the time of death within a margin of error of 2 hours. You should ask, Cooper. Me? Why not you? Hughes? Cooper? It would be interesting if you'd share your doubts with the class. Look what you achieved. Coward. Professor Moore, Is it true that you and Professor Ward are devoting to hunting ghosts? I hope that's me. I like his cravat. My, you've been blah, 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 blah. We devoted to studying them, not to hunting them. What? What? Huh? That's nonsense. Ghosts don't exist. He just walks over and just slaps him. Do you have any conclusive evidence that you can substantiate that statement, Mr. Cooper? They're a myth. You're a myth. Invention of mankind to scare those of weak mind. Those of weak mind, eh? Alright. Let's see. How many of you believe in God? Hands down. Firmly down. You can raise your hands. All of you? Or perhaps you should be studying theology and not forensic medicine. You can lower your hands. I suppose you think the mere belief in him confirms his existence. Is there any supporting evidence? Any photographs? Have any of you seen him taking a stroll in Hyde Park? Has anyone talked to him? The Pope. Okay, let's set that witness aside for the moment. No one in history has been able to prove it. The only proof we have is faith, and that, regrettably, won't do. Look, gentlemen. Neither I nor Professor Ward asserts that ghosts exist. We're cautious with regard to that matter, even if we have reliable witnesses and there are a large number of cases. Are those arguments enough to accept this as fact? No. We would be falling into the same trap you fell into with respect to God. We investigate these claims with the best tools science has provided us. Phasmophobia. The game. That is, the scientific method. A method I advise you to use before compulsively raising your hands to defend your beliefs. I hope this is me. I've got so much sass. I'm a Sasquatch. I don't think my father would agree with all this blasphemy. Well, get to fuck, mate. How about that? Your father agrees with the idea that students from poorer classes should never be allowed into a university. As well as agreeing to use child labour in his factories. Phas is a great scientific tool. I agree. So, with due respect, Mr. Turner, you can take your father's opinion and fuck. She can fuck. If anyone's seen The Bear. Come in. Dad? Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt, Patrick. It's quite alright. What do you need? Look, the Dean wants to see you. Francie, fuck, can get to fuck, my love. The lecture's almost over. It's a delicate matter, Patrick. This is about Rose? Why am I doing voices? I'm doing different voices too. No, it has nothing to do with Rose. What a relief. I was starting to worry. Talk to him, would you? I'll take care of the lecture. I'll teach him about God. What were you teaching? The scientific method. Apparently these gentlemen don't get it yet. Very well. Oh, the sass. Audio's good. Cool. Yeah, I don't know what other audio is going to be. The scientific method. One moment. What? Press F1 for instructions. Okay. Location. Left button. Interact. Talk to. Select. Place the cursor at the upper edge of the screen. Select an object. Place the cursor at the upper edge of the screen. Select an object and use it with the eye for a description. Skip. Quick save. Quick load. F5. Space. Skips dialogue line. Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee? Sorry, I didn't hear you. I was admiring the trophies. Did you know the university won the Greco-Roman Wrestling Championship in '89? I did not. We haven't won since. Such a pity. There are more trophies in the hall. Have a nice day. Oh. Have a nice day, Mr. Lee. You too, Professor Moore. Okay, I don't move at all like that. Okay, let me just do something quick. Okay. Right. Door. Oh shit, maybe I should have looked around. Ah, Professor Moore, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Why does it lower my head doing this? Good afternoon, Dean Carter. Rector Williams, a pleasure. Good afternoon, Professor Moore. You can get a chair from the back and... won't be necessary. This meeting will be brief. You're fired. Explain the facts, Dean Carter. Look. This week, the university received a generous donation for the Metaphysic Investigations Programme run by you and Professor Ward. Oh, I should be... £5,000. 5? That's amazing. It would be, if not for a terrible event. All that money has disappeared from the Bank of England. What? We've demanded an explanation and they've confirmed the money was withdrawn yesterday by your colleague. What? We wanted to speak with Professor Ward, but he didn't appear today for his lectures. Let's try to remain calm, gentlemen. The professor might simply be... We've been trying to locate him all day. He's vanished. He's run off with the money. It's an unprecedented scandal. Who donated the money? We only know it was from a group of intellectuals from London society, nothing else. It appears they had no intention of making it public. Given the circumstances, they prefer to keep it that way. You sure it was Professor Ward? Someone could have impersonated him. There are witnesses, and the signature with which the money was withdrawn is undoubtedly his. Lest we forget, his whereabouts are unknown. We believe in presumption of innocence and respect it, but in this case, I'm sorry, Professor Moore, this is the unvarnished truth. Why would he do that? That is exactly what we're wondering. How could he withdraw the money? He's just a teacher. He shouldn't be authorised. At one time, he combined his teaching job with the position of deputy treasurer. That was years ago. He resigned. Nevertheless, he was still registered at the Bank of London. We suspect he took advantage of that to commit this crime. Get to the point, Dean Carter. Yes. I'm sorry to tell you that as a result of this matter, the board is considering eliminating your Metaphysic Investigations Department. But it can't be. It is. My predecessor authorised this department because of the immaculate career of Professor Ward. Sir Archibald Ellsworth would roll over in his grave if he knew of this infamy. Surely you didn't presume to hope we'd keep this nonsense going after what happened, did you? I understand there's discomfort with Professor Ward, but I'm a part of the department too. Isn't it fair that I should be blamed for acts of which I'm not responsible? We know Patrick, but... Patrick? You mean Professor Moore? And I would beseech you not to challenge the board. However, as a courtesy to you, we wish your exit from the department to be as... Stop with this rubbish, Dean Carter. You have 72 hours to prove that your ghosts exist. If you don't present us with material proof by that deadline, forget about your department. 72 hours. That's not time enough to prove what no one has ever proven throughout the entire history of mankind. That is your problem. And express your thanks to Dean Carter. He's the one who proposed it. If it were for me, I would brick up that circus right now with my own hands. Damn it. With the laughingstock of every university in the United Kingdom. Let them laugh all they want, Vice-Chancellor Williams. They only display their ignorance. Do you want some advice? Forget about those ghost fantasies and focus on your work as a teacher. You're the best teacher of forensic medicine in all London. Focus on your work for God's sake. This is a serious institution. Superstition has no place here, and neither do your progressive ideas. Are you aware we've received complaints from some students' fathers because of your radical ideas? What's wrong with being a progressive? Isn't it part of the university motto? Knowledge, improvement, progress? Oh, he's going to slap me. Don't be a wise ass with me. Remember who you're talking to. I bet he smells of old farts. Oh. I didn't say that. 72 hours, Professor Moore. Prepare yourself to say goodbye to a fantasy that never had any place in an institution as respectable as this one. Alright, bitch. "72 hours. I'm on it. 72 hours, Henry. It's humiliating. Why don't they just close the department immediately? I have more bad news to tell you. Really? There is more. Your department has been sealed. We won't be able to use any of the resources inside. Damn it, Henry! Couldn't you? I can't. If someone sees you there, they'll know it was me who conceded. That would put me in an awkward situation. The board is treating this matter very seriously. I don't want my position to be jeopardised. I beg you to understand. Yes, I do. Didn't mean to put you in a predicament. I'm sorry. I know the search for the great beyond is your life, but I'm sure adversity will stretch your intellect even further. I don't know how, but try to find proof, please. If it's strong enough, I'll show it to the board and they'll be forced to keep the department open. I love this guy. He's nice. What kind of proof do you need? The tangible kind, of course. Something so conclusive that it would convince the ignoramuses on the board to reconsider their beliefs. Excuse me. I still don't believe what Professor Ward did. Indeed. I'm still processing it myself. The evidence is unequivocal, Patrick. I'll see what I can find. Time is of the essence. Good luck, Patrick. The Jewel of Seven Stars by Bram Stoker. Good God Pan by Arthur Machen. In a Glass Darkly by Joseph Sheridan Le Fanu. Williams would be angry if he saw you devoted time to these readings while working. Ah, these books? I just received an order from that new library near the London Archaeological Society. Do you know it? No? You should see for yourself. There are some genuine jewels. I'll do that. I wonder if Professor Ward is still in London. That's the same thing I want to know. Okay, let's go. I like it as well. I like the art style. I think it's like simple. I would love if they did... I'd be able to prove the great beyond exists in such a short time without Professor's help. I would love it if they did voice acting. as a streamer, it would be helpful. But I know that that takes hours and time and cost. Okay, Dorset Street. Oh, do we have a map? Oh, there's an eye. Okay. F5 is a quick save. Mr. Cook. Mr. Cook? Yes? Did they order you to remove the portrait of Professor Ward? What do you think? I think yes. Exactly. Carry on with your work. Raymond? Senor Price. Professor Moore. Estiendando? Bueno, no. Estoy leyendo otra... Why am I trying? Why am I trying? I'm going to butcher it. Medieval English? I think I said I like cheese. No, I think I said something about what I've been asked to do. I've changed the language. I've literally changed the language. I thought he was just like a Spanish teacher. I'm so stupid. Teacher. Just okay. Fuck's sake. Let's go to Dorset Street. Fucking hell. Brilliant. Thank you so much, Ayla, for the follow. I appreciate it. Enjoy your emotes. So you're a friend of Professor Ward? Exactly. And he's gone. Sadly. Why do you want to inspect his room? I can't believe that. It's so funny. Are you from Scotland Yard? No, I'm Professor, such as he. I only want to have a look to see if there's anything that might enlighten me to his whereabouts. Oh, that makes sense. When's the last time you saw him? I know he went out last evening. I was in bed, but I heard his footsteps on the stairs. You haven't seen him since then? No, sir. Why is the corridor so dark? The electric company talked me into installing this new light system in the house. What they didn't tell me is that the price would double compared to gaslight. That's progress, you know. Progress for the usual suspects, those in power. I've told the tenants not to use the corridor light unless they want my bills to start affecting their rent. You notice anything strange about him? Of course I noticed, but not only yesterday, always. He's a right peculiar bloke, though very polite. I wish the rest of my tenants were as courteous as him. It's curious that he lived here. I mean, his salary was high enough to afford him a better place than this. A bloomin' hovel? Is that what you meant? I didn't mean to offend you, Miss Dawson. No, you're right, it's a bleeding hovel. There was the classiest hovel in all of East End, and with the biggest rooms for 4 blocks. Would you do me the kindness of lending me the key to the room? I don't have it. What? Professor Ward was a bit forgetful. He asked for my spare key in case he lost his. It wouldn't be the first time that happened. So he's got 2 keys. And me none. That's it. How can I get into his room? You can wait for the locksmith to come tomorrow. I'm afraid I don't have that much time. Or you could try to open it yourself somehow. I won't object. Just try not to break it. I'll be downstairs if you need me. Okay, I don't know. Is it really dark? on screen. I know that it's dark in the game, but that's obviously on purpose, so... okay. It's barely any light. I can't discern what kind of plant this is. Can't read anything. You never know. Let's say it's a 4. Can we switch it on? There's something inside the lamp. I can't reach it. Daisies. There's nothing inside the vent. Rules of the house. The rent is paid the first day of each month. Oh, is that it? Oh, breakfast will be served from 7 to 8 a.m. No animals allowed. Out of respect to the rest of the tenants, silence is requested beyond 10 p.m. In case of theft, the landlady is not responsible for the personal belongings of the tenants. Use of opiates is strictly forbidden inside the rooms. Any such infraction will be immediately reported to the police. This is a decent house. Partners from the opposite sex are strictly forbidden. Especially same-sex partners. The blasphemy. In case of infringement of these rules, the landlady has the right to immediately rescind the rental agreement. Okay. How can I reach that? I'd rather keep the corridor lit. Can't reach it. Hang on, if I... Oh. Okay, so he won't turn it off. Is this like a we need to... We need to go back to the university and get something? I don't know. Can I take his ladder? Inventing a new musical genre, Mr. Collins? I would settle for producing a single musical note, Professor Moore. This is a disaster. The Christmas concert is approaching, and I can't even play the flute properly. I don't have the strength to blow, I'm out of breath. Are you alright, son? I don't know what's happening to me. Too much exhaustion, I suppose. Ain't that fucking life. The more I think about it, the more I feel this tightness in my chest. Try to relax, Collins. You're far too young to have a heart attack. Gift from Raymond Baxter, former pupil and famous sculptor, represents a certain Celt deity. Celebrating the winter solstice. The board has threatened to retire this pagan figure several times, to people's dismay. Every 21st of December, they fill the statue's bowl with whiskey and parade in front of it, paying their respects. Can I go into my classroom? Full of flasks and test tubes. What's a flask of sulfuric acid doing here? Should be in the lab. Ah. I'll take it. You should be careful handling these anatomical skeletons because they're very fragile. I got an arm. I believe it's time to get rid of this old eraser. I'm just picking up, I'm a hoarder. Picking up everything. One on top is Atlas of Human Anatomy by Dr. Oswald Defree. I use it to illustrate my lectures, and the one on the bottom is The Empty House and Other Ghost Stories by Algernon Blackwood. Serves me to help me evade them. Frank? Bad news, right? Worse. The board is threatening to close down the Metaphysic Investigations Department if I don't present irrefutable proof within 72 hours. Proof of what? Of the existence of the great beyond. Damn idiots. That's an impossible time frame. How dare they? That despicable Williams will end up getting what he wants. Have you seen any ghosts lately? I realised my camera is not good. Hang on. God willing, this would be easy, right? How long is the metaphysical... I will change it after this, but been running 3, 4 years? 4. They want to solve the great mystery of life after death within 72 hours? Thank you for the 100 bits. What's up, Agland? This is a spooky game. If I've been given that time frame, it is because Henry interceded. If only you could succeed. I'd like to see the faces of those decrepit geezers when you show them undeniable proof. I think I didn't know Professor Ward enough. I hope you're well. Thank you for coming in. We had a very close relationship, but it was purely professional. I didn't know a single thing about his life, apart from him being the chief coroner of Scotland Yard before becoming a teacher. If I'd taken even a mild interest in him, I might have detected signs of what he would do. Don't punish yourself with that, Patrick. Nelson was very reserved. I doubt anyone in the faculty really got to know him. Okay, I should get going. If I can do anything for you, I understand, Frank. I appreciate it. Right, let me just move my camera, because I realise it's not in the best place. Let me put myself up here again. Just for speeches, hopefully that's a bit better. I could always go... Sorry, I could always go lower if I need to. There we go. Right. 5. Okay, I think... First 4 drawers are full of anatomy prints, the rest are intended for school materials. Okay, I think that's everything. I think I should be able to get the key out now, using the skeleton arm. I quite like that you had to come back. Okay. That landlady is going to be mad at me. That not work? I could use the skeleton arm to carefully remove the crystal from the lamp. Damn, it's not long enough. Maybe a little jump will help. Shit. What was that? Curses. La da da, la da da da. Nothing. What was that noise? Noise? What noise? A bang! As if a mirror had fallen. To be honest, I don't think I heard anything like that. No? It may have been in the adjoining house, don't you think? Yes, probably. Well, better it be that way. Whew. There's a key here. Voila. I'll pick up the broken crystal. I don't want to give excuses to the landlady. Where can I hide the criminal evidence? Ah. Nothing to see here. I thought I'd have to pick. Okay. Hey, there we go. We're in. A friend. It's a map of central London where the professor has marked several places worth investigating. There's a red circle around one of them. Can we take it? Okay. Trunk. There's an old oil lamp. I'll take it. The professor is an atheist, so I gather that crucifix was already here when he arrived? I think the professor would rest better under the watchful eye of Darwin than under Jesus. Doesn't look very comfortable. Though the professor wouldn't care. I've seen him fall asleep between classes in the most unimaginable places. Shoo! The street is full of tramps and drunkards. The professor felt more comfortable among them than among his colleagues. For someone who didn't know a lot about him, you seem to know a lot about him. There's a notebook on the desk. The House of Benwell Street. It is discouraging to discover that all the places worth investigating were in the end either frauds or a waste of time. However, I found a location that, if my inquiries are correct, could afford a unique opportunity to me and my colleague Professor Moore. It is an old, impressive building located at 34 Benwell Street. Its original owner was Thomas Highmore, a widower philanthropist who lived in the house during the early years of last century. After his death, his heirs rented the house to several tenants. One of them, Frederick Price, reported strange blows coming from the basement to the police. Raps? Raps? Does he mean rats? An officer corroborated the facts, to which he added, as is stated in the report, that several objects in the room started to slowly move without human intervention. A police report that confirms unexplained supernatural phenomena. Contrary to the account of normal witness, which is always an act of faith to consider believable, this changes everything. No police officer of sound mind would cast doubt on his professionalism by falsely signing a report such as this, so we can be sure this is an account we can accept, and thus a very valuable one. Terrified, the Prices left the house 2 months later. Their place was taken by a Benjamin Jones. By searching through the documents of the estate agency that managed the property, I found a report stating that the tenant abandoned the house 4 weeks later due to constant unspecified occurrences in the basement. In my investigation, I found 2 other cases with that basement as the epicenter of supernatural activity, but have yet to verify them. I still haven't informed Patrick about this. We could be dealing with another dead end, and if someone has to waste his time with this, I'd rather it be me. My instinct, though, tells me 34 Benwell Street is the place we've been dreaming of all these years. Professor Nelson Ward, October 14th, 1907. Haha! 34 Benwell Street. That junk box stands out. Sorry. I have really itchy eyes at the moment. I don't know why. Let's see what's in it. I'm really enjoying this, by the way. It's something slightly different. So yeah. I'm doing good. How are you? Copper wire. It's too rusty. Anything else? Don't think anything else from here. A lot of documents and notebooks. I should check them. They're making clues to Professor's whereabouts. This will take me some time. 1 hour later. There's nothing in them that reveals where the Professor is. Turn off that fan because it's blowing in my eye and it's winding me up. Okay, in that case then, let's go to the other place. Do I get the key back or can we just come here whenever? Okay. We're leaving though. I'm gonna charge her money. Let's go to Benwell Street. And 34 Benwell Street. I hope the Professor was right and there's some genuine supernatural activity here. Good afternoon. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Patrick Moore, and I'm interested in conducting an investigation in this house. A what? A scientific investigation. Look, I have no bleeding clue what's going on here, but you can't enter the bleeding house, so bugger off. Wait, It is vitally important that I be able to carry out my research. Listen up, mate. I don't give a bloody damn about you or your fancy investigation. So do me a favour and sod off, alright? Where can I find the owner of the house? Can't give you that info. Please help me in my investigation. I am a serious individual. University professor and scientist. I possess credentials. Keep them to yourself. You're starting to get on my nerves. Can I enter the house? I've told you, you can't enter the house. It ain't safe, going to be torn down soon. Bloody hell, I shouldn't even be here. When is the demolition scheduled? That ain't none of your business. Don't know why I'm even having this conversation. Have you witnessed any strange occurrences in the house? Listen, mate, clear off if you don't want trouble, alright? What is the reason for such hostility? Ain't you giving up? Leave me alone if you don't want things to get ugly. Am I making myself clear? Do yourself a favour and bugger off. Ain't getting paid to put up with idiots. Excuse me. I will not allow you to talk to me like that. Then get the bloody hell out of here, for God's sake. Well, shit. I fear gaining access to this house will not be easy. Shoeshine boy. Bloody idiot, ain't he? Who? That bloke. Oh, yes. Not very friendly. Anyway, what do you want to get in there for? I am a scientist. I understand there's some unusual activity in this house. What? That house is haunted, that's all. How do you know there are ghosts? We've always known. This house has a tragic history. Well, what's happened to our Mortimer? What's happened to the Mortimer fellow? Old Mortimer is a tramp who spends his days picking up cigarette butts off the ground. He sleeps on the streets, except for one night last winter when he decided to huddle in there to escape the cold. Came out screaming in the middle of the night, saying he saw a ghost in the basement. And you know, he went crazy. More than he already was. You said there are ghosts in this house. Why do you think it's abandoned? Nobody wants to live there. What's the story? My grandma first told me that the first tenant, a bloke named Thomas Highmore, hanged himself in the basement of the house. Since then, folks claim his ghost wanders the halls. My grandma, who also said there's no one there, who's lived there, has lasted more than a month. They've all encountered the ghost. Why do they want to demolish the house? I've heard something about the structure. It's unstable. Like most of the houses on this street, really. Do you know when they plan to demolish it? I don't know. What I do know is they've hired these blokes to prevent looting. Apparently the house still holds valuable items. Are there more people in the house? There are a couple more inside. I don't think anyone wants to loot anything anyway. Folks steer clear of this place. I would like to enter the house. I'm investigating strange phenomena, and from what I have gathered, this house is the perfect place for it. Are you a ghost hunter? I'm not too fond of the term, but you could say so. That's fascinating. A ghost hunter. Oh, I've got a plan. Then I would have a good story to tell my mates. How I helped a real ghost hunter get into the haunted house. You know, I can get that bloke to stop watching the entrance. Is that so? Oh, hang on, forget it. Because it mean having to go back home, and I'm afraid my dad gave me a hiding. Why would your father hit you? He's the shoeshine man, not me. But today he couldn't work, he's got a hangover. Whenever he's like that, he sends me to do the job. I forgot the shoe brush, and that's part of the plan. If I go back home and he finds out, it could be a hiding for being irresponsible. I've been unable to work all morning. I'll come to the streets so my father won't see me if he decides to get out of bed. Not many people come round here. I'm safe here, for now. If you tell me where you live, I can go get that brush for you. I already told you, if he finds out I forgot it, he'll hit me. I can convince him not to. Then I won't be the only one getting a hiding. Without the brush, there's no plan, right? I'm afraid so. Let's see, you need a brush to shine shoes. Exactly. Otherwise you won't be able to carry out your plan. It's a good plan, listen. I'll convince that bloke that he needs a shoe shine. When I get him here, you go in the house. But don't do it through the front door. If you go around the house, there's a little window at ground level that leads to the basement. It's broken, that's where old Mortimer got in that night. It's a brilliant plan. You are a little evil genius. I'll see what I can do. Can I give him this eraser? Oh, that's the closest thing to a brush. Yes, sir. But it won't do, it's dirty. The idea is to shine that bloke's shoes to distract him, not get them dirty. How do I clean? That's anything useful among the debris. Simon Woods' property will be demolished soon, but it's not saying when. Okay. Go back to the university. I don't know how to clean the brush. I wonder if there's something in my classroom. Oh, hang on. What will clean it then? The eraser dirty, still clean. Do I need to smack it on that? Okay. Water. Yes. Who ordered it? Who do you think? Vice Chancellor Williams? Exactly. Oops, sorry. Do you need help? So you're finding it hard to remove a simple portrait. Do you think old Cook isn't smart enough to take down a picture? Of course not. Exactly. Wait a minute. Does that mean I am or I'm not? You were smart enough to take down a portrait. Oh, good. Some genius thought it'd be better to attach the paintings with glue instead of a pair of hook screws. In his defence, I'd say that for anything in the world, I would have suspected one of these illustrious professors was a filthy thief. You've already been informed, have you? Sadly. Who would have thought, huh? Though it's not like it comes to a total surprise, frequenting the places he did. But I'll manage to take down this portrait with no tool. One only needs to know how to apply force. Thus says Pythagoras, give me a place to stand and I shall move the world. That was Archimedes. You don't need to correct me. I'm not one of your pupils. What places did Professor Ward frequent? A pub, for one, in the East End, the Red Lion. Someone of his stature visiting such establishments, how embarrassing. In the company of a tart. Were you there, Kat? One moment. What tart? A courtesan, I guess. They seem quite close. She is surely his accomplice. How do you know that? Rumours travel as fast as bad news. I need to find that woman. She might know where I can find Professor Ward. If you find her, give her to the police. I've already told you she surely has something to do with the money theft. Are you certain you don't need any help with the portrait? Do you want me to help you marking exams? There's no need to. Exactly. Carry on with work. Does he want this? I should approach this differently. Okay. Right, let's go to the pub then. Let's go to the pub. We need some water or something. Hello? Dog! Oh! A prostitute. Oh no. I'm not going to pet a mangy, flea-ridden dog. It might even have rabies. No, I'm not going to pet it. No, I'm not going to pet it. Oh, please. Excuse me. Yes. I'm looking for a man. Ha! You got the wrong street, mate. It's only ladies working here. What? No, I meant... Never mind, forget it. Jesus, another one of those. One round Jack, the invincible champion of champions. There's no match for him. If it exists, we find it. She does have her boobs out, yeah, you're quite right. We'll find everything in just a few minutes. Affordable prices. Why not? Welcome to Donovan and Fletcher, your press clipping agency. My partner, Mr. Donovan, is not here at the moment. My name is Oscar Fletcher. It's a pleasure to welcome a new client. Do you know what a press clipping agency does, sir? No, it's my first time coming to a place like this. Imagine you need information about specific facts or data collected by the press. We have a team of people dedicated to reading dozens of newspapers every day and cataloguing each article. I see. Therefore, we can offer you any information that has appeared in the newspapers in a matter of minutes. Interesting. Excuse me, sir. You cannot go in there. There are people working. Hi, so you're looking at our new notice board. We want to support local businesses by offering visibility to neighbouring shops. So far, only Mr. Lockley has availed himself of it. Are you struggling with anxiety, stress? Is your body not cooperating? Hugh Lockley, renowned psychologist, can help you. Visit him at 14 Barton Lane. Do you like the unusual promotion method? It's a very revolutionary idea of Mr. Lockley's. Feel free to take one of his business cards from the ad if you'd like. I shall. I like the way the music's like distorted. It's cool. Let's go into the pub then. Guy. I'm just a guy. I'll be back tomorrow. You're lucky you got more patience than Paddy. By the way, all this old dry wood looks mighty flammable. Looks mighty flammable to me. Remind Harvey about it. Any trouble, mate? No? None? Then get out of my way. The Red Lion. According to Mr. Cook, the professor used to come to this tavern accompanied by a mysterious woman. Hope they can tell me who she is. Has this guy got his butt out? Is that little crack? Better ask the bartender first. He must know his clientele better. There are numerous framed caricatures of anonymous people. I suppose they must be tavern regulars. Hold on a minute. This one is the professor. Apparently he was more of a regular here than I thought. What the devil? What's all this ruckus? Shit. I'm just like... I'm terribly sorry about that. I just wanted a closer look at the picture and... one of those things. They're done by an old man who spends too much time here. A fellow named Tenniel? Harvey says they're worth a lot. But to me, they're just scribbles. You know what? If I hang it back up with the glass broken, Harvey's going to go ballistic. Pick it up, toss it away. There's plenty of them on the wall. Harvey won't miss this one. Well, it's good that it's my mate, isn't it? You might be used to taking whatever you please, but not the Red Lion. If you want a drink, pay for it. I'm sorry. You tried, didn't you? Tried what? Bah. Good afternoon. Drinks are paid for in advance. I suppose you won't have an issue with that. I'm looking for someone. His name is Nelson Ward. He's a university professor, always well dressed and a bit eccentric, I'd say. I've been told he frequents this place. I haven't the faintest idea who you're talking about, sir. Not even the woman who usually accompanies him? A woman? In the Red Lion? Are you joking? The only women who want to come in here are those whores who want to be bought a drink. Who was that guy? What guy? The one who was threatening you? Ah. Where are you from? Hyde Park, Berkeley Square, Belgravia. Oh, Belgravia. Towering buildings made of gold and streets lined with petal carpets. It's no wonder someone like you wouldn't know Paddy's men. Paddy? Is he a thug? Will you keep your voice down, you fool? Maybe you don't need his services, but in this place he's indispensable. He's more affordable than bribing the police, and he acts faster. I don't suppose you know what I'm talking about, Mr. Belgravia? I've never heard of Paddy and his men. Who are they? Where do they operate? It's better if you don't know anything, for your own good. I was told he usually comes at night. Ah, at night. That's Harvey, the owner of the place, who takes care of that shift. If you come back later, he might be able to help you. I cannot wait that long. In a hurry to get out the East End, eh? Ask some of these drunks, maybe they know something. But don't get your hopes up. They've got enough to do without throwing up on themselves. Thank you very much. Shall I show you? I haven't thrown it away yet. I want to show someone. Excuse me, sir. He's singing. His mother. Burp. Cool. Excuse me for bothering you, sir. I'm looking for someone who... Oh, no. Last time I let something slip, I ended up with a broken pinky. Don't want anything to do with anyone. Since you're here, take this. What is that? Looks like you're doing well for yourself. How about buying me around, huh? Gin, if you please. That greedy rat Bert doesn't allow credit. He's nothing like Harvey. Apologies for interrupting you again. Yes? Thank you very much. Can you pour me something to drink in this glass? Of course. But first you have to pay. Harvey extends credit to all these scumbags, but not me. You have money on you, I suppose? Unfortunately, no. Tough luck, sir. Shoot. I apologise for interrupting your moment of bliss. Can I ask you a question? Oh, how eloquently you speak. I hope I can keep up. I'm looking for a regular patron of this tavern. Evidence suggests he usually comes here at night. I'm not around here at those hours. I'm on the night shift at the factory. And they pay the same as the day shift. But I won't bore you with my hardships. You probably think the same as my boss. So your friend is a regular at this time at night, huh? You should ask Harvey when he comes. The owner? I do not have much time to wait for him. One of those trollops out there usually hangs around at night too. She does business with those who haven't spent all their money on booze. I think her name is Kate. You should ask her. Thank you very much. You've been very helpful. You're welcome. Hey, that cask is mine to handle. Got it? My apologies. Damn it. These bourgeois think everything belongs to them. Excuse me, sir. Oh, I see. Liposuction, lipo-sculpting, a new wardrobe, a new piercing, and a new tattoo. So I have a shopping list till Christmas. That sounds all good. That sounds all good. I want to go get a piercing. To be fair, I've lost my earrings in this side, and I think they're going to close. So I might have to go get a few more piercings. But I've just not had time because life is busy. But that all sounds great. It's going to last me a while to get through. Well, it's good. Good to have plans, right? She's busy. How about this bloke? He's busy. Well, fuck. Can I literally... Can I do that? No. Ma'am? You again. What do you want? Kate, right? No, I'm Ruth. She's Kate. Kate. Kate! What do you want, Ruth? Oh, wow. That's cool. That would take a long time. That's cool. I didn't say anything because I wanted you to figure out for yourself. He shaved off his beard, but he still smells like a pig. Hey! Mind your own business, whore. Hold on a minute. I think Ruth's onto something. You're the guy from yesterday who wanted a piece of us, and without paying. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm new in town. Want free sex? Head to the alley behind that fence. No one ever goes through there. Just think of your mother. What the hell? No whore laughs at me. Oh god. I'll beat you both so bad you'll be less recognisable than those Whitechapel whores. Ooh. Any trouble, mate? None, officer. You sure about that? You bloody whores. Thank you for reminding these ladies of their trade, Sherlock. Now bugger off. Everything alright here? It is now. Thanks, McPherson. Be careful, right? By the way, you're a week behind on your payment. We're aware of that, but you're costing us dearly. So maybe we should go with that Irishman. He doesn't ask for much. That Irishman would twist your necks if you were late on a payment. With me, you'd just spend a short while behind bars. By the way, I'm Irish too. What do you want, Ruth? This gentleman is asking for you. He's one of those... One of those what? Come closer. Good afternoon. My name is Patrick Moore. The bartender at the tavern mentioned that you know most of his customers, especially the nighttime ones, yes? Well, I'm looking for Professor Ward, isn't it? Yes. How did you know that? Look at you, a fish out of water in a place like this, just like him. I highly doubt you're looking for any stinking drunkard from that dive. I know him, yeah. A very polite chap, one of the few who greets us when they come round here. What do you want with him? I know he's occasionally accompanied by a woman. Yes. Do you know her? Do I know her? Everyone in London knows her, and she's not the late Queen. Who is she? It's been a slow morning, and it seems you have no intention of paying for my services. I'm afraid I have to charge you for that information, Mr. Moore. I regret to inform you I have no money on me. You're wise. With those looks, you'd have been mugged by now around here. In that case, you know what? I've had a dry mouth all morning. Usually at night, Harvey, the tavern owner, treats me to a drink. But he's not around now, and that snooty Bert isn't usually up for it either. We don't serve whores here, let alone buy him a drink. The tavern isn't his to offer anyway. That idiot thinks he's going to inherit Harvey's business. So get me a drink, and I'll tell you anything you want. You usually talked with a greased gullet. I couldn't afford it. I told you I don't have any money on me. Give it a try. You'd be surprised when you find out who that woman you asked to spout is. Okay. Gotta get him a drink then. I'll drag it around my waist and ribs so it shakes me. Talks about 9 to 12 sessions, so around 7 to 10. Fuck, that's expensive, but it'll be cool. One. Actually. How am I gonna get how am I gonna do this? Oh. Pub with tarts. I feel like it's a good safe name. What do I have? Can I go this way? Oh, it still contains wine, perhaps a quarter full. Spigot is swollen and damp. My hand slipped when I tried to open it. It's empty. Okay, how do I... Red Lion. Dry hands. Okay, I wonder where we can... For Christ's sake. Let's try Dorset Street again. Can we get in here then? Feeling any better, Collins? No, Professor Moore. It's like I'm short of breath. You should try to relax. Is that even possible? Exams are coming up, so is the Christmas concert. I know, but try to calm down. You're far too young to have a heart attack. Why don't you go to the Christmas concert at my place, Professor Moore? I don't know how to play I know how to play the flute. So Mozart, Beethoven. The musicians at the concert are the students, not the teachers. Mr. Cook, yes. Carrying on with work. But this guy still in trance with the trophies? Always. There are more trophies in the hall. Why do I always find you in front of this cabinet? They're pretty, don't you think? Excuse me? The wrestling trophies. Yes, I suppose they are. Such a point of pride for the university, right? Yes, of course. Can I inquire about your obsession with trophies? I want to win one. I mean, I want the university to win one in my discipline, Greco-Roman wrestling. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to do that. What's preventing you from participating in a championship? I understand you're a good wrestler. Manager Taylor doesn't want to be embarrassed like in '96. What happened in '96? Oxford humiliated us. They defeated all our wrestlers. Manager Taylor doesn't want that to be repeated. In his view, the most sensible thing to do is not to compete. Makes no sense, right? Especially if they have me. I'm the best wrestler the university has had in years. I might be able to convince the manager. I'd very much appreciate it. Tell him Oxford won't stand a chance against me. I'm big and relentless. And strong. You look strong, yes. Of course I do. The strongest in the university. Do you want to see? Test me. There's no need, I trust you. Bring me a metal rod, I'll bend it for you. I don't have one, but don't worry. I'll do what I can to persuade Manager Taylor. Many thanks, Professor. So the manager won't count on you. This is unfair. Big and relentless. Oh, sorry. That's okay. Who the fuck is Manager Taylor? Okay. Stuck without him. Don't restrain yourself. You're a extraordinary professor. Give it a try. So what are you waiting for? Ah, we can go home. Okay, it's worth talking to everyone then. I was working on something. I did click past that quickly, but only because I want to get moving. Hello, Lord Blackwood? Oh right, you did not mention there was a family gathering. We came as soon as we heard. We are very disappointed in you, Practoric. Do you have anything to say in your defence? I do not know what you're talking about, Lord Blackwood. Do not take us for fools, my boy. Your nonsense has finally exhausted this family's patience. It wasn't enough to embarrass us with your ghostly fantasies, but you ended up involved in a robbery, and at the university no less. No one has ever defiled the Blackwood family name until now. One moment, involved? I had nothing to do with... Silence, miscreant. The only words I will tolerate leaving your lips are an apology. Let's all calm down, shall we? You dare to tell the Blackwood family to calm down? Such nerve. We've decided by unanimous agreement to cut ties with you. You're staying here now. Cheeky. As of now, bid farewell to my daughter, to us, and to this house. I live here. In my daughter's house. Excuse me. Therefore, it belongs to the Blackwood family. And it became a tainted house from the moment you came to live here in sin with my daughter, you seductive devil. Well, thanks. I cannot believe what I'm hearing. Rose has nothing to say. Dad is right, Patrick. It'd be best for us to go our separate ways. What? And there will be no wedding, of course. Is that it? This is how you end 3 years of blissful engagement? Blissful? Ha! Do you think Rose was happy with you? That is not all. As a major shareholder in the bank, I've taken the liberty of pulling some strings to freeze your bank account. You'll not be able to withdraw your money until you've proven your innocence of this crime. What? Is that even legal? I have all the right in the world. But you'd best be prepared to spend your entire year's salary as a professor to afford a lawyer if you're intent on challenging it. That is all this family has to say. Hobson? Sir. Bring that briefcase and return it to Mr. Moore. Do you not want that devil's accessory in this house? At once, sir. You're just going to leave me on the street with just my briefcase? What about the rest of my belongings? Hobson will make sure they reach you as soon as you provide us with the contact address. I will not stand for this. Is that a threat? Do not let him speak to you like that, Julian. Sorry about the situation, Mr. Moore. You did not deserve this. Thank you, Hobson. I appreciate you're the only sensible person in the Blackwood household. What are they talking about? Hobson, hand her the briefcase and return to your place. Hobson will escort you to the door, but I believe you know the way. Hold on, Patrick. I want to give you something before you go. I hope it is not the engagement ring. It is pure gold. Take this. Be rude to receive suitors with your portrait on the table. Oh, Rose, please. Is this truly what you want? You know I defied my family when they opposed to our relationship. And you also know how uncomfortable I feel whenever my friends discuss what you do. I am a professor, Rose. You hunk ghost, Patrick. I can endure all that for love, but you have been forsaking our relationship for too long. You devote all your attention to the dead and neglect the living. And that, my love, I can't bear. So I'm grateful to my parents for opening my eyes. I know I've been busy lately working on my prototype, and I'm sorry for what I've put you through, but we can fix this, Rose. Look deep into your soul. Listen to your heart. What does it tell you? Extra, extra. Suspect in Canada. Murderer arrested. His name is Robert Wood. Well... It is filled with soapy water. Aha. Yes. I have cleaned it. The eraser is clean, but no trace of chalk dust. Yay! Finally. Okay. Hope it works. Something else inside. Old metaphysic glossary written by the professor. There's also a pair of my gloves. Yes! Hold on a minute. There's only one. Where is the other? That's fine. Alright, cool. We have the glove we need to get the wine. Hello, little Tim. I turned 11 yesterday, so spare me the little bit. I thought the nickname was because you were short. Just Tim, okay? By the way, your father and I had a word with me, proper high and mighty type, you know. Threatened to call the police if I keep selling papers here. Tell him if he's got issues to take it up with the newspaper and stop bothering the working man. Copy as usual, right, Mr. Moore? I have no money on me. Go to your house and get it. I no longer live there. Really? Well, you know, company policy. No money, no news. Can you tell me today's news? Sure, why not? What topic are you interested in? Politics. The National Union of Women's Suffrage Societies has called for a massive march this Thursday. Do you believe women should have the right to vote, Mr. Moore? Of course. That's exactly what my mum says. On the other hand, my dad said, what's next? Children voting? Events. The police have tracked down the patient who escaped from Blackstone Asylum 3 days ago. Upon being apprehended, he reported inhumane practices with the patients admitted there. Scary place, that one, eh? I've heard some terrifying stories about that place. Entertainment. Poor John by Ada Jones is the most popular song in England at the moment. Would you like me to sing the chorus? It's the one that's playing in the pub. Oh my god, itchy head. God, I should charge you extra for this. I should charge people when I sing. It's a good idea. Rose Blackwood, daughter of financial tycoon Lord Julian Blackwood, seeks a suitor after her breakup with Professor Patrick Moore. What on earth? I couldn't help but hear her father's shouts from inside the house. That was not funny. I'm just messing around, okay? Don't get cheeky, Tim. Sport. Sports section today mainly focuses on the ritual performed by this boxer champ, One Round Jack. Apparently, he always walks into the ring with a bunch of violets. Says it's his lucky charm. The geezer who wrote the piece thought it was a laugh and tried to take the mickey out of him. Where's the humour in that? I don't know. And I hope One Round Jack doesn't read the article. If I were the writer, I'd be miles away from London by now. I think I'm already well informed. Okay. Right. Let's go to the red line and use the cask. Use my glove. Glove is quite rough. Hope my hand doesn't slip when I open the spigot. Alright, I've managed to loosen the spigot. If I want to access the contents of the cask, I just need to open it gently. Okay. There is still wine left. Okay, that's cool. Hello, I have some wine for you. Here you go. Wine? I was hoping for something stronger. I'm sorry, it's all I could get. Oh well, there's nothing else. Down it, down it. Damn it! Did it not suit your taste? Are you kidding? It's delicious. Where did this wine come from? One of the casks at the entrance of the tavern? Good to know. I'll keep the glass. Now I know where to get supplies. Alright, Mr. Moore. I'll tell you everything I know about that woman with your friend. She's none other than Beatrice Shaw. Beatrice Shaw? The medium? Exactly. Beatrice Shaw is quite the celebrity. All of London knows her. Except that barman, apparently. But he's an idiot. Doesn't know a thing. Beatrice Shaw? That lady gives me the creeps. She talks to the dead. Did you know that? She's so popular, it said the late Queen Victoria summoned her to the palace. She wanted to communicate with her father, the Duke of Kent, in the afterlife. These things make my skin crawl. Beatrice Shaw. What was the professor doing with her? He hates all those charlatans. Ask her yourself. She's got a show at the Westmore Theatre. I think I'll be on my way then. Thank you very much for your help, Miss Kate. Hope to see you here more often, Mr. Moore. With money, of course. You know what I mean. Certainly. Next time I'll treat you to another drink. Mr. Moore doesn't quite know what I mean. Alright, yeah, let's go, let's go back to Benwell Street. See if we can use this. Here you go. Does this work for you? It's a chalk eraser, but I thought that... Oh yes, and it's clean. With this, I'll finally be able to work. Listen carefully now. While I'm shining that bloke's shoes, he won't be paying attention to the entrance. How do you know he won't be paying attention? Leave that part to me. Go around the house and look for a low window that's broken. If old Mortimer could get in through there, so can you. You ready? Yes. Give me room and watch. Oi, you! Yes, I'm talking to you. What's your problem, kid? I think the problem is with you. Have you taken a look at your shoes? My what? Mind your own business, tadpole. Alright, but don't say I didn't warn you. Warn me about what? If the one who hired you were to pass by and see your shoes, he'd think you paid for a pigsty caretaker. I don't think you're giving off a very good impression. You bloody little trickster. How much would you charge to shine me shoes? Don't worry about the price. Someone like you can afford it. I have the most competitive prices in all of London. Alright. But make it quick, alright? Make them sparkle. When I'm done with them, they'll look like they were just bought at Harrods. And if you want, for the same price, I can sing you a song. I sing very well. I'm part of the church choir. Do you know Poor Johnny? I love Poor Johnny. Now lift your foot and place it there. Fucking song. Well done, boy. Goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. The odour of dampness in this basement is quite potent. It's almost unsanitary. Can't see a thing. I cannot conduct an investigation under these conditions. I should light it first. Well, I don't have anything to light it with. I could clean the rusty reel with the old lamp oil. If there's a little left, and I may need all of it later. Won't illuminate the basement. Fuck! What do I do then? I assume he's going to keep him busy the whole time? Is he? Let's go. Westmore Theatre. Theatre. Statements by supposed scientists supporting Beatrice Shaw's psychic abilities. Do you not know any of them? They are probably false names. Beatrice Shaw witnessed the incredible, listened to the afterlife. The scientific community would take supernatural matters seriously if it weren't for these frivolous spectacles. Excuse me, sir. I would like to see the Miss Shaw. Miss Shaw? I'm afraid that's not possible, sir. The performance is about to end, and all tickets for the next show are already sold out. I do not think I've made myself clear. I am not interested in this show. I want to speak with her. Miss Shaw doesn't talk to the press. I'm not a journalist. An admirer? Not exactly. Doesn't matter who you are. Miss Shaw does not speak with anyone. I urgently need to speak with Miss Shaw. I tell you again, sir, Miss Shaw does not speak with anyone, especially not with strangers. She is a private person. Can you tell her that Patrick Moore wants to speak with her? Who is Patrick Moore? You? Yes. I'm sorry to say I have no contact with her. I am only in charge of ensuring that no one tries to enter the theatre once the show has started. Does she really speak with the dead? Oh yes, sir. Her psychic powers allow her to communicate with the departed. It's chilling, yet fascinating. Do you truly believe she has powers? It's well known throughout London that she does. Just because everyone believes it doesn't mean it's true. Well, sir, that is your opinion. I'll have you know she was summoned by Queen Victoria, and rumour has it our sovereign was quite pleased with the encounter. Tell me, do you think the Queen was duped, as you suspect? Are you suggesting the Queen is not intelligent enough to detect a hoax? I won't stand for you besmirching the Crown in such a manner, sir. I've said nothing about the Queen. You are the one inferring it all. If all the claims about Shaw were true, it would be a great step forward in science, but unfortunately that's not the case. Several scientists have certified Miss Shaw's psychic powers. Who has? You'll find statements from several of them on that poster to the left. It seems Miss Shaw knows how to advertise her shows very well, as it likewise seems that certain scientists have no qualms about selling their dignity. Is there any way I can speak to Miss Shaw? I can't do anything for you unless Mr. Westmore, the theatre owner, instructs me to. Alright, where can I find him? No, I wasn't serious, sir. I suppose it would be more productive to speak directly with him than to keep going in circles with you. I mean you no offence. No offence taken, sir. If you feel like wasting your time, I can tell you where he is right now. Yes, please. Mr. Westmore usually spends his evenings at the base headquarters, the British Association of Supernatural Studies. I have here a matchbox from the headquarters. The address is on the cover. It fell in the puddle. I apologise for my clumsiness, sir. Oh no, that's quite alright. I apologise again for my clumsiness. You can keep the matchbox if you like. They're all wet though. I know where the association headquarters are, but thanks for the matchbox, I guess. Good afternoon. Is this wet? Why does it keep changing to Spanish? Why? Useless at the moment. Okay. Excuse me. Inform the members of the association that would gladly have remained for the session, Carson. However, I have pressing matters to attend to. As you wish, sir. Is there anything else you require, Doctor? That will be all, Carson. Please proceed to the salon. Don't worry about me. Have a pleasant afternoon, Dr. Stone. Until tomorrow, Carson. Professor Moore! Dr. Stone! What is the meaning of this provocation? Are you not ashamed to come here? What? What do you mean? You know perfectly well what I mean. Oh dear. That blasted article, isn't it? You and your colleague, Professor Ward, ridiculed this institution. No, it wasn't exactly like that. The editor of the Gazette of the Society for Psychic Research in London commissioned us to write an article about the role of the BASS. I regret we prioritised honesty over moderation. The language employed in that article was defamatory. If it is any consolation, we should not have signed that article. It was not our intention to antagonise you. Excuses. Allow me to cite verbatim. Any purported witness with a minimally coherent tale could pass through the scant filters of the BASS and augment its caustic archive. Indeed, however, the BASS proudly presents an extensive catalogue of visual material which does not substantiate the existence of an afterlife but rather illuminates the naivety of its members. You've made a mockery of us in the eyes of the public. We've endured enough of deniers of spiritualism and sceptical journalists. Goodness me, you appear to be aligned with them. However, it is of no consequence. You know what? We were contemplating legal recourse against you both for defamation, but after Professor Ward's scandal, I expect it will not be necessary. The credibility of both Nelson Ward and yourself is now in tatters. But I am unsure of your purpose in coming here, but I hope you receive the reception you rightly deserve. That is, to be kicked out of here. Good afternoon. Whoa. How rude. Hello. Good afternoon, sir. How may I assist you? My name is Patrick Moore. Is Mr. Westmore present? Yes, sir. May I speak with him? He is occupied at the moment. The members of the association will soon begin a séance. Mr. Westmore will lead it. Please tell him Professor Moore would like to speak with him. As I mentioned, he is occupied. Preparations for a séance must be done carefully. Please return later once the session is over. May I enter the salon? Only members of the British Association of Supernatural Studies are allowed in the salon. How long will it last? I could not say. Some have taken 20 minutes and others 5 hours. 5 hours, indeed, sir. How can I become a member? Through the recommendation of another member, sir. Thank you for all your help. You're welcome, sir. If you'll excuse me, I have to proofread the latest issue of the Association's newsletter before it goes to press. It would be troublesome if I missed a typo. Believe me when I say that a typo is the least of the problems of the Association's newsletter. I beg your pardon? Nothing. I think these are photographs of all the members who belong. Can we put mine up there? Get rid of it, keep my photograph. Can we just put ourselves in there? Excuse me, what are your intentions? Me? Nothing. Please respect this institution. A copy of the book Treatise on Primordial Fear. Really? It's a myth, an invention. The Association displays it as if it were real. Are you serious? Jesus. For this reason, depictions of both the 9th century peasant and the 3 musketeers are included in this castle. Yeah. What is that? Okay, so I think I can't do anything here. That's not a ghost, not even a human person. It's a scale lithograph of Gustave Dior's Saint Jean. Disgraceful. Okay. I'm not sure how to dry out this match. You feeling any better? Maybe for some more. Okay. Oh my god. Frank? I don't know how to face this research against the clock. I don't want to be untactful, but that's an endeavour doomed to fail. I mean, to this day, no one has been able to find any conclusive evidence of the existence of the great beyond. Perhaps the future. I doubt they would assist. Neither Professor nor I are welcome there. Because of that damned article. What about Richet? He always supported you. He could be a valuable ally in this quest. Charles? He's not in London at the moment. No? Damn. Any ideas? Now I think about it. Nelson Worth having found a place worth investigating. Oh yes, 34 Benwell Street. I'm on it. In that case, I wish you good luck. Thank you for always supporting me. Is there anything else in here I can use? Okay. Alright, so I've done the wire. How do I... think what else I can do. Oh, I'm not sure. I might have to look it up. Only because I don't want it to stump me. Okay. Right. I can do that. So I had the right idea. And then I need to distract him. Because I saw this bell and I was like, Huh? I thought I had. My apologies. Did he swap it? Fuck my life. Done. This gentleman called, not now, Carson. Seance, but the seance is about to begin. I can't say it. My apologies. Okay, right. Borrowing the photographs, sir. I was looking for myself in them. There I am. Third row from the left and the third row. The painting looks like bum cheeks above the door. It's it's the logo for the society. I recall your name being Patrick Moore and that you are not a member of this association. Alistair Patrick Ainsworth Moore. That is my full name, and naturally, I am a member. May I enter the salon now, Carson? Yes, I suppose yes. Thank you very much. You can return to your duties. Let's go! Four humble mortals gathered in the darkness. We light the path through the veil. Follow the path to the light and make contact with us. Ludwig van Beethoven, honour us with your presence. Beethoven was deaf, Westmore. Do you think he will hear us from the beyond? Silence! There was a little ghost here. There was a little ghosty. Oh, Ludwig van Beethoven, we beseech you to tear the veil that separates our realities. Pierce the darkness, making your way through the thin line between life and death. Reveal yourself. If you wish to communicate with the world of the living, show yourself. On the other hand, you do not wish to be disturbed. Delight us with your music, and we will seize the invocation. What? Oh, is he just... Oh. Can I move about? He'll be upset if I interrupt the session. I hope this won't take too long. Okay. It's almost like it jumped. Fuck. Can I do something? Okay. At least I can get in there now. No, Uncle, welcome. You're well informed about everything happening in London. That's my job. Try to read the most attention-grabbing stories in each edition so I can shout them at the top of my lungs and get the customer's attention. And not just from the London news I'm selling, but from the competition too. You are quite the professional. Okay, I don't know what I can do. Maybe the theatre? Right. Alright, we'll read that another time. Okay. Back here, I'm gonna have a look. Yes. Okay. Fuck's sake. I'm just not using my brain. We need to make music. How can we make music? Can I ask him? Who? Oh, Williams, yes. You know, he's never agreed with the university being involved in supernatural matters, even if they're studied through science. What happened with Professor Ward was the perfect excuse to close down the department, don't you think? To him, it was like manna from heaven. It's what he's been waiting for since the beginning. I've no doubt about that. Williams is an old school teacher, quite literally. His closed mind belongs in the last century. Forget about him and focus on searching for proof of supernatural activity. I try to keep him at bay as best I can. Okay. trying to think of a way I can get it to be Frank. No. I have to look it up. Ah, fuck's sake. Use your brain. Use your brain, Alex. What did I pick up that talked about anxiety? I picked up this slip. Have you thought about seeing a specialist? What do you mean? With all the symptoms of an anxiety attack, take this. This person could help you. A loony doctor? A psychologist? A loony doctor? No, a psychologist. You've told us about Freud. What if he tells me I'm a victim of frustrated sexuality? We are in England, son. The birthplace of sexual frustration, but yours is simply stress from overwork. Trust me and seek the help of a specialist. After the session, you will blow that flute so hard that the string musicians will have to make a superhuman effort just to be heard. I will listen to you, Professor, and I will go now. Would you mind holding on to the flute for me? Of course. Here you go. Yes. Okay. We shall go to the sounds. We shall make beautiful music. And they'll think it's Beethoven. Here we go. I hope to hit the right notes for Fifth Harmony. Fifth Harmony? Fifth Symphony. Oh! The spirit of Ludwig van Beethoven has manifested itself. But if his desire is not to be disturbed, so be it. Let us thank him for his kindness and consider the session closed. The lights may be turned on. Carson? A success, gentlemen, isn't it? A success. Certainly, Westmore. The very Beethoven himself. It's a pity he wasn't very receptive. So it's all right with you. We can take a break and try again later. Sounds good to me. I second that motion. It'll be a long wait, but it'll be worth it. So be it. Hopefully the moisture in it will evaporate. I think it's ready now. Yes. Cool. Try to stay away from the summoning circle. It still holds spiritual energy that we will need. Okay. His gaze is fixed on the mirror. Do you know that if one stares into the mirror for half an hour, your face seems familiar? You are Professor Moore. You should not be here. The salon is for the private use of BASS members. We make exceptions from time to time, but not for those who seek to denigrate this association. I come in peace. Are you here to admit that your words about this prestigious association went out of line? Yes. I believe I made a mistake, yes. But it's a start. I don't think we'll forget this matter so easily. I need to speak with Mr. Westmore, if you'll excuse me. Mr. Westmore? Well, well. I see Carson has lost his watchdog faculties. What brings you here, Professor Moore? I need to enter your theatre. Which one? I own theatres all over London. The Westmore Theatre. It's quite simple. Buy a ticket and enter. Is that why you came here? I need to talk to Beatrice Shaw. It is of vital importance. Oh, Beatrice. She's quite the sensation all over London. I don't take you for an admirer of Miss Shaw. Do you want to discredit her as you attempted to do with us? It's a personal matter. In that case, wait for her after the second performance tonight. Carriage always awaits her at the rear exit. If you're lucky, you could catch her in a good mood. She might speak with you. I don't have that much time. I thought that... I think I understand what's going on here. You have come to me so you can access Miss Shaw's dressing room to meet her and don't know what you want to discuss with her, and to tell you the truth, I don't care either. Am I correct? Yes. That's why I'm here. You know something, Professor Moore. We've just had a successful seance, so I'm in a good mood. I can give you what you want. I would be very grateful. Won't be that easy, Professor Moore. You'll have to earn it. How about a bet? A bet? Never underestimate a good bet. I imparted my fortune to them. Alright, what's the wager? First of all, let's set the playing field. You know what I'm putting up. I will grant you access to the theatre's dressing rooms for your meeting with Miss Shaw. What is at stake for you? If it's money, I forget about money. I'm one of the wealthiest men in England. I would ask you to wager a public apology in a national medium. I know you're a man of convictions and wouldn't do it, although I won't say no to something of value. Show me what you're wagering and I'll explain the bet. Okay. A new member? Excellent. What's your name, young man? Alistair, can't recall. You can just call me Alistair. You may address me as Mr. Walpole. I believe you have tried to invoke Beethoven. That is correct. I think it was a waste of time. Yes, I could not agree more. I don't care for his music. I would prefer to summon Mozart. It's been a pleasure. Likewise, Alistair. Outdated attire, the appearance of a university professor. I would say you're a Professor Moore. But Professor Moore would be too ashamed to come to this institution after what he wrote about us, so you must not be he. Sorry to disappoint you, but I am Professor Moore. I've come to ask Mr. Westmore a favour. Well, I hope he doesn't grant it. Good afternoon. Okay, let's ask about the mirror. Oh. What did you say about the mirror? Are you aware of Dr. Frank Carroll's discovery? No. Doctor argues if you stare into a mirror for 3 to 4 hours, the image it reflects is what you will look like in about a decade. Though I know you will disagree, of course. I would not like to disappoint you, so I would agree with that. With Dr. Frank Carroll? No, with you, when you say I won't agree with what Dr. Carroll claims. Okay. Mr. Westmore? Yes. What do you consider of value? Say something material, of course. This one? Do you consider that to be of value? Keep it to yourself. Alright, that's not something we can give out. Okay, so I think we need to go to the house now. However, to the house. I'm going to leave it here because I'm proper tired and I have a headache. And yeah, I'm really enjoying this though. I hope you are too. If you are, drop a follow. If you've liked it on YouTube, drop a like, maybe comment if you've played this, if you liked it. It's kind of different, but I like it. It's kind of cozy, point and click. I've enjoyed it.